खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी की रानी थी. Welcome everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma and today we are going to study about this brave figure Jhansi ki Rani, Rani Lakshmi Bai. When it comes to preliminary examination or GS paper 1 in UPSC CSE mains or history optional, you need to study about this heroic figure in modern Indian history, Jhansi ki Rani. She was the epitome of how a woman should be. She was the epitome of courage, bravery, of heroism. So let us study about Jhansi ki Rani. What was her background? How did she end up, becoming Jhansi ki Rani, becoming such a heroic figure in the modern Indian history? What is doctrine of lapse policy? All of these things are important for your preliminary examination. So we'll study that in detail. Make sure that you are taking down small notes during this lecture, throughout this lecture, which will help you later on in your revision. Because your own self-made notes, they really make your preparation stronger. Rather than studying everything from a PDF, your own notes help you a lot in understanding things. And the PDF of this lecture will also be uploaded on the Telegram channel, Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Before we start this lecture, here's a small announcement for all of you. Unacademy has started Champions Conclave for UPSC CSE aspirants from today till 22nd November. Now, here in this conclave, we'll be conducting pre-sessions by bureaucrats like Durga Shakti Nagpal ma'am, subject experts like Dr. Siddharth Arora and Pratik Nayak, and those who have themselves topped this exam, Jagriti Avasthi ma'am and Satyam Gandhi sir. This session, this conclave will be focusing on giving you expert guidance, giving you expert strategy and a pathway following which you can achieve your dreams, your goals like these people have. So make sure that you enroll today. The link is given below in the description box. You can also search Unacademy Champions Conclave and you'll get to the conclave page. You can enroll and make sure that you go through all these sessions till 22nd November so that your preparation can be firm. It can be boosted. So as we know that Prime Minister Modi, he paid tributes to Rani Lakshmi Bai on 19th November. Why? Because it was her 193rd birth anniversary. And she is considered as the figure of heroism, figure of bravery and courage in the 1857 War of Independence. She was born in 1828. तो अभी 193 years की हो गई है रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, उनकी स्मृतियां. And she was born in Varanasi, which is in Uttar Pradesh. It is said that in 1853, when Maharaja of Jhansi died, East India Company started, looking for opportunities to annex Jhansi. And they applied doctrine of lapse policy to take over Jhansi. But here Rani Lakshmi Bai fought very bravely. And she fought very bravely. She gave a very strong fight to Sir Hugh Rose, who was trying to annex Jhansi to save her empire. But she died fighting on the battlefield in 1858. ऐसा कहा जाता है that Indian National Army, as you all know, it is also inspired by Rani Lakshmi Bai. So it started its first female unit in 1943 and named it after the heroic queen of Jhansi. That also you have to remember. When she was born, she was not named as Rani Lakshmi Bai. She was named Manikarnika Tambe. Recently, a movie by Kangana Ranaut was also released, Manikarnika. So she was born as Manikarnika Tambe on 19th November in Varanasi. And she died in 1858. She was just 29 to 30 years of age at that time. And she is buried in the Phoolbagh Garden, which is in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. That you have to remember. कहा जाता है कि the rebellion was suppressed, the rebellion in which she participated, it was suppressed in that particular year in 1858 only, after which there were some administrative changes which were brought by British Empire into India that you have already studied, the Good Government Act, right, 1858 का. Now her nickname was Manu. मणिकर्णिका तांबे के नाम से, मणिकर्णिका के नाम से इनका जन्म हुआ था. इनका nickname था मनु. इनके father का नाम था मोरपंत तांबे and mother was भागीरथी बाई. So her parents were from Maharashtra, but she was born in Varanasi. And when she was 4 years of age, her mother died. And her father was the commander of war of Kalyan Prant. Okay, so his father was working for Peshwa Bajirao too. So that blood of courage and bravery was already flowing in her veins. And the Peshwa, the Peshwa Bajirao too, he used to call Manikarnika as Chabili. Chabili means playful, very naughty. So she was homeschooled, she was educated at home, she knew how to read, how to write, she was very independent, because at that time girls were not very independent. But the people surrounding her were very open minded. She was very independent, educated, right? And her studies also included not just textbook reading. She used to learn shooting, horsemanship, fencing, malakhamba, etc. And her friends were Nana Sahib and Tatya Tope. Nana Sahib was from the Peshwa Bajirao clan. Rani Lakshmibai, she was very different. She was against the extreme patriarchal nature and expectations for women. No, she was very independent. She used to look forward to freedom, independence, empowerment, and she knew how to horse ride also. Her horses were Sarangi, Pavan, Badal, but it is said that when she escaped the fort her fort in 1858 from the Britishers to fight in the war, it was the horse Badal that she rode at that time. Now her place is known as Rani Mahal. Now it has been converted into a museum, so that Rani Mahal has all the archaeological remains from her period. Okay, from her time period. So you can visit that fort as well. Now let us understand about Lord Dalhousie and how he wanted to annex Jhansi when Maharaja of Jhansi died through using the doctrine of lapse policy. Now, doctrine of lapse policy, what is it? Let us study that. Doctrine of lapse policy was an annexation policy, which was followed by Lord Dalhousie from when he was India's Governor General. तो 1848 से 56 तक इन्होंने इस पॉलिसी का यूज करके स्टेट्स को अपने अधीन करने की कोशिश की. So what was this policy? According to this policy, if this is a particular princely state, okay, now this policy, doctrine of lapse, will apply to any princely state that was direct or indirectly under the control of East India Company, where the ruler did not have a legal male heir. ठीक है, मतलब वो पर्टिकुलर स्टेट जहां पर जो रूलर है उसका कोई अपना वारिस नहीं है, ठीक है, तो उससे क्या होगा, कोई मेल वारिस नहीं है अपना, ठीक है, तो उसको हम उस स्टेट को हम कब्जे में कर लेंगे अपने. And now here what happened in Rani Lakshmibai's case, that she adopted a baby. She handled a miscarriage, but after that she adopted a baby boy. But here Lord Dalhousie's policy said that adopted baby will not be considered as legal male heir. That was the problem. As per this, any adopted son of Indian ruler could not be proclaimed as heir to the kingdom. So by using this policy, they started annexing states of Satara, Jaitpur, Bhagat, Udaipur, Jhansi, Nagpur, etc. So according to doctrine of lapse policy, a princely state ruler should have his own blood, male child, legal heir. Adopted one will not be accepted. But here the a baby boy was adopted by Manikarnika. So that is why they were trying to annex Jhansi, which Rani Lakshmibai was protesting against. So Lord Dalhousie, he started applying doctrine of lapse policy. As per this, Rani was granted an annual pension and asked to leave the fort of Jhansi. And that was not acceptable by Rani Lakshmibai because she was a very empowered woman. She did not know how to live on alms or under somebody's superiority. Because see, at that time the Britishers, what they were doing, they were trying to cut our heads off, and Rani Lakshmibai understood that. And that is why she protested. Revolt of 1857 had broken out in Meerut, and Rani was ruling over Jhansi as a regent for her minor son, because when minor son will become major, he will take the reins of the empire. So here, British forces under the command of Sir Hugh Grose arrived at Jhansi fort, and the intention was one, to dethrone Rani Lakshmibai and capture the fort. So he demanded that the city should be surrendered, or else he will destroy the entire city. And Rani Lakshmibai refused, and she also took the help of all the city dwellers to put up a fight against the Britishers. She proclaimed very boldly, "We fight for independence." Her aim was independence. In the words of Lord Krishna, we will, if we are victorious, enjoy the fruits of victory. If defeated and killed on the field of battle, we shall surely earn eternal glory and salvation. तो इन्होंने कहा कि जैसे कृष्ण ने कहा है, अगर हम जीते तो जीत के जो हमें फ्रूट्स होंगे, विक्ट्री के हमारे जो फ्रूट्स होंगे वो हम एंजॉय करेंगे, जो हमारा फल होगा हम उसे एंजॉय करेंगे. बट अगर हम हार गए और मारे गए तो हम सालों साल अनंत काल तक याद रखे जाएंगे, हमें मोक्ष मिलेगा, बिकॉज हम एक अच्छे एम के लिए मारे गए. For 2 weeks the battle went on, where Rani led her army of men, and women also participated. Valiantly they fought against the Britishers. But despite all this, Jhansi lost the battle. She also trying to, protect her infant son. She tried her, infant son on her back, and she escaped to Kalpi on horseback along with Tatya Tope and other soldiers. She captured the fort of Gwalior also. Then she proceeded to Morar, Gwalior, to fight the Britishers, but she was wounded beyond healing, and she was dressed as a soldier when she died on the battlefield. So this was our very valiant, our very own Rani Lakshmibai, Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmibai.